Hey YouTube, it's Nikia. I'm finally updating my question and answer video. I said that I was gonna record it right after I did my 22-week video on Monday, but yeah, I didn't really feel like it. So I'm gonna do it now. I did get a lot of questions. I'm sorry it's taking me so long to respond, but I've just been busy. So before I turn in and go to bed right now, I'm gonna go ahead and answer these questions. Oh, before I start, I want to show you guys. I finally got a maternity belly button ring. Look, I love it. It's so freaking cute. If you can read what it says my daughter's name on it. Kaylee. Isn't that cute? I ordered it online. It was like $10 plus like shipping and handling. So not too bad. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that I got it today and oh, I scratched. I don't know how long I'm gonna wear it. It's really uncomfortable. Not really, but it's a bit uncomfortable. I guess I just gotta get used to it because it's plastic and it's a little bit thicker than the last one that I had. So, okay. If you see me keep looking down, I'm looking at my computer screen because that's where the questions are. Um, Again, I'm gonna answer everything, even the dumb questions. I'm sure there's a few. But yeah. All right, here we go. First question is, do I have a name for my baby? Yeah. We decided to name her Kaylee. I got that name from. I was trying to incorporate Nikia and Kenny, which is my boyfriend's name, into her name, but I couldn't figure out, a name. So I went to this website and I entered both of our names, and Kaylee came out. But it was spelled Kaleigh or something like that. And I was gonna spell like that for a little while, but yeah, I was kind of over it after a few weeks, so I decided to spell it the way that it sounds, exactly the way it sounds. It's Kaylee. So her name is Kaylee. Don't know what her middle name is. It's in between Kimora and Chloe. At the moment, I really, really love Chloe. I wanted that to be her first name, but I fell in love with Kaylee, and everyone else likes that name too. So I'll keep you updated on the middle name. When am I due? Because I'm giving two different due dates. Yeah, in my original videos, my due date was June 27th. Okay, let me back up. My first due date was July 4th based on my last menstrual period. And when I got my ultrasound, it read a week ahead. So they changed my due date to June 27th. So for about 3 weeks, I was going along thinking that was my due date. And then I got another ultrasound, and it measured as being July 4th again. So my doctor said that he's going to reset my due date back to July 4th and for me to keep it that way. So sorry if I'm confusing anybody, but yeah. My due date is set in stone. It's July the 4th. You are super pretty. Thank you, whoever sent me that comment. You sent it anonymously, but thank you so much for that compliment. It means the world to me when people compliment me, especially at a time where women don't feel their sexiest. So I really appreciate you telling me that I'm pretty. What song best describes your life right now? I would say Moment for Life by Drake featuring Nicki Minaj. It has nothing to do with love. It's just like this moment, I just feel so alive, like exactly what the song says. Like if you've heard it or if you haven't, check out a video or the lyrics right here on YouTube and you'll see what I mean. Like I wish that I could have this moment for life. Not literally, but like the feeling of bringing a baby into this world, all the excitement, all the joy that I'm feeling right now, and it's just undescribable. So I would say Moment for Life by Drake and Nicki Minaj. How did you pick your daughter's name? Love it. I just answered that. Again, I picked it on a website by incorporating me and my boyfriend's name into it. What language will I learn how to speak? Well, I'm already fluently bilingual in English and Spanish. So if I absolutely had to choose another language, I would say um, Chinese, just because I would want to understand what the people are saying in the nail shop. I know they talk a lot of crap about people, and I just think that it would be so funny if I could understand what exactly they were saying. And yeah, so I would say Chinese or Japanese. If I had to legally change my name, what would I change it to? um, I wouldn't change my name. I used to hate it. Um, I used to hate my name just because it was so confusing. And every time I meet people, I'd be like, "Hi, I'm Nikea. Nice to meet you." And I always got the what? IKEA, Nike, and Ikea. I've heard it all, and so I used to hate it. But I like grew to love my name just because it was so unique and so different. Um, yeah, it was so different. Um, what's my favorite sport? Basketball, definitely. I've played basketball pretty much all my life, ever since probably fourth or fifth grade, um, or sixth grade, one of them. I played it pretty much all of my life. Um, but to actually watch, I love basketball and football. Am I gonna be a single mom? Definitely not. I don't plan on it. Me and my boyfriend are happy at the moment. I mean, we have a lot of issues that we deal with, and we're always like off and on, off and on. But I would never, ever, ever, ever have to raise her on my own. Like no matter what me and him go through, um, we would he would always be there for her. Like I don't even question that in my head. I have so much support from my family and his family. Like being a single mom isn't even an option for me. Um, Not to put anyone that is a single mom down or anything like that, because I totally admire it, and I encourage you to do anything that you have to do. You know what I mean? Um, but I I'm sure everyone prefers not to be a single mom, but you just kind of do what you got to do. And I admire so many so many single moms out there. There's so many girls out there still going to school, still working, and taking care of a baby by themselves. And my hats go off to you who do that. But if I was to ever be put in that situation, I don't know how I'll be able to handle it. It'll probably take a while to get used to. And it's not something that I want to think about. I wasn't raised in a broken home, and I don't want my daughter to be raised in a broken home. So, yeah, I just don't see it happening. And if it was to happen, it's to happen. God is the only person that knows my fate and my future. So, to answer your question, no, I'm not going to be a single mom. What was the worst job I've ever had? I would say I've been pretty lucky. I've loved all of my jobs, because somehow, some way, I have grown from each and every job that I've ever had, and from each and every experience that I've ever had. Um, let's see. Let's see. I'm sorry, I lost my place. And how long have you and your boyfriend been together? We've been together for 5 years. We just made five, February the 19th. It's a really long time. We met when we were in high school. So, 5 years. Brings me to the next question. How did you and the baby's father meet? We met playing on the same basketball team, actually. I don't know if you're familiar with basketball or sports, so for those of you that aren't, I'll break it down for you. Um, a traveling team is a team that's usually in the summertime, like not when school is in session. And you would it is what it is what it's called. You travel from city to city to play in different leagues and different tournaments and things like that. um, our travel team, we had a boys team and a girls team, but we would practice together and at the same place. So we met through there. We met at practice one time. I was there with my girls. He was there, you know, with his boys. We were just practicing, and it was the first time that we actually like came in contact with each other. Like I've never really paid attention to the guys practice and things like that, but it was like one of the first times we actually had a combined practice where we practiced together, so it kind of helped us notice each other. um so we didn't really say much to each other, but that night we like found each other on MySpace, and yeah, like looking back at it now, it's so funny. We like exchanged contact information on MySpace. We didn't meet on MySpace. We met playing basketball together. We exchanged information on MySpace, and since then it's history. Like we've been together for 5 years. We go through a lot of issues being together for such a long time, like trust issues. You know, your everyday problems that relationships go through, especially long-term ones. So a lot of times we're off, or we break up and make up and break up and make up. So now we have a little girl in the picture, and those games are over. We don't have time to make up and break up and make up and break up, because it's not about me and him anymore. It's about Kaylee. So I think it's made our relationship a lot stronger. Our communication has gotten so much better over the last few weeks. And we're just at a good place right now. And I pray to God that we stay that way, so that we could enjoy this experience together. Yeah. How who's the first person I told that I was pregnant? Besides him, I called my sister and I told her. She was the first person I told, probably a few days after I actually found out that I was for real pregnant. I called her. I have two sisters. One is 6 or 7 years older than me, and the other is 4 years. I'm much closer with the sister who's 4 years apart. Although both, you know, all three of us have a really tight bond, you know, it's just that one sister that you feel closest to, or you can tell anything. Well, yeah, she's that for me. I can tell her anything and not feel judged, or I feel like she'll give me her honest opinion about it. So I told her that I was pregnant and it was like over the phone, because she lives in Atlanta, Georgia. I was like, I have to tell you something, but you're gonna be so mad at me. And she was like, you think you pregnant? I was like, I know I'm pregnant. She's like, oh my gosh, are you serious? I was like, yes. And she's like, well, you know, what are you gonna do? Do you want to keep it? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Abortion is not an option for me. So I'm definitely gonna keep it. And it went from there. So one of my sisters was the first person I told I was pregnant. How did you tell your boyfriend? I told my boyfriend. We were actually like BBMing each other. For those of you who don't, you know what, this video is gonna cut off, so I'm gonna have to make a part 2. So yeah, I'll see you next video.